Hi there guys, welcome to my channel. This is Farmer Bob. My real name is Ian. If you haven't watched one of my videos before, thank you so much for joining and for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It helps the channel. And also do a like if you like my content, and also hit the bell for notifications. So yeah, once we've got that now out of the way, this is version 2 of the Pilgrims Rest map that I've made. And in this video, I'm just going to quickly share the changes that I've made. So if you want to see more of the content, look at the first video in my video list. It will all be there under the playlist, obviously, of Pilgrims Rest. And then this is only going to be the changes that I've made. So it's going to be a short video. Right, so first of all, nothing's changed here. So we're going to just jump into our flight mode. Just want to get all the formalities out of the way. All the way up here, flight mode HUD. Just got a bit more speed here for flying around. All right, the first thing that I've changed or added, or what I won't say added, but fixed up, was the default vehicles that was missing. There they are. There's a whole list of default vehicles. If we go into the garage. Now what I've done, in South Africa we got 4 major brands basically, or 5 major brands that's really well established and used, which is obviously first is John Deere, and then New Holland and Massey Ferguson and Case IH and Ford, and those are basically your bigger brands and ones that are well known and good, well established. And then you got all the others, Kubota, and there's lots and lots of brands in South Africa. So what I've done is just had a taste of the ones that you will normally find in South Africa, you know. So that's why I've added these startup here. And then also just for fun, I added this lizard van because it looks like an old Hilux pickup, which is obviously one of South Africa's great bakkies or vans or utes or pickups, whatever country you're from. So there you are, guys. That's a quick rundown of the startup equipment. And then the next thing I've added, or fixed up rather, is the reeds that was submerged on this side of the river. The rest of them were fine. It just it was a bit annoying, you know, so I just had to quickly fix that up. Then a big major change is the dealership. The class dealership that I used in version 1 was lifted off a map. I've used it. It was a mod or a dealership that was in another map. So I just used that, not reinventing the wheel again. But anyway, so I made my own custom dealership, fixed it up, did all the signs myself. Someone pulled these off the internet, these pictures and that, and made a nice dealership of it. Imported some nice tractors here for the show, and there you are. We've got our own custom dealership. The actual building is from the German map in FS19, the base map. So that's it there. Then the second thing I've done, I've modified the garage a bit to make it a bit more aesthetic and a bit more oldish and look a bit more worn down, you know. So that is a little bit more, I would say, just a bit of, what can you call it? A bit nostalgic of a bit of age, you know, showing a bit of age there. All right. So, anyways. Then the other thing, I've changed that Porter to a Spar, which is South African, which is very nice. Well, Spar is actually, if I'm correct, international. I'm not too sure, but I could be incorrect. But yeah, in South Africa, Spar is very well known. And then this building, I finally made it an actual building that is in Pilgrims Rest, which is the Wine Restaurant and Bar. So there you go. I've just added that one to the mix. And then something I really wanted to do is just add the famous Pilgrims Rest graveyard. Yeah, so I've done it here approximately on the same spot where it is in Pilgrims Rest. So you run up the hill on that side of the town, and there you've got the old graveyard, and also the famous robber that was buried here, and that is an actual photo of the robber's gravestone that I've put up there just for the fun of it. Great, man. And then also the other thing I wanted to change was this shop here. Wanted to make that more like shops here in Pilgrims Rest. And there it is. The Burke's Company is a real shop there in Pilgrims Rest. Burke and Company, general dealer, it's there. And on this side, I haven't done any more changes there. Let me just quickly think, is that the whole lot that I've done? Oh yes, yeah, it's the default vehicles. I've done the reads, and I've also just updated, obviously, all the missions to the correct places. So if you do the transport missions, they will all go into the right spots. Great, guys. Well, I must say I've spent roughly to make this map. For you guys that don't know how long it takes to make a map, but I'm close to 100 hours working on this map, and it really is very time consuming, and something that you love to do. So you obviously put the effort in, and there is some guys that wanted to or asked in the comments for bigger fields, if I'm going to put in bigger fields. But the problem with bigger fields is Pilgrims Rest doesn't have area for bigger fields. So and if you make too big fields, then people tend to want smaller fields. So it's actually easier if you just take a tractor and plow fields together, and create your own bigger fields. So if you look at for instance, field 8 and 7 together, that's a very nice big field, and 1, 4, 5, and 6 can also make a nice field, if you really need to add some bigger fields to your map. Great, guys. So that is it for changes. And thanks for joining. Have a wonderful day, man, and take care. Cheers.